came across an interesting story. It read, an elephant lived in a village temple, and the villagers loved this elephant. It would welcome the guests into the temple, and everyone revered it. Every evening, the elephant would go to the pond to have a bath. He would wash himself, and as he would pass by, a tailor would hand him a banana. One day, the elephant did the same thing, except that instead of the tailor handing him a banana, the tailor pricked him with a needle. The elephant was confused and wondered why this was so. The next evening, the elephant, when he went to the pond, put some muddy water into his trunk and walked by the tailor's shop, only to squirt some muddy water on the new and iron clothes the tailor had made. What did the elephant do? In a way, a tit for tat. In the philosophy of an eye for an eye, which makes the world go blind, a lot of people today are retaliating and doing exactly to the others of what is being done to them. I have never agreed with the philosophy of tit for tat, but in the world of today, to not possibly adopt a tit for tat philosophy may not be the healthiest thing to do. But I've come upon another idea, and that is not necessarily giving back measure to measure, but using a methodology of self-care. Welcome to today's episode of How to Self-Care. Why do I say self-care? Because if today you and me don't self-preserve, self-protect and self-care, no one else will. Here are a few pointers how we should live so that we don't become people who feel used, exploited, taken advantage of, and end up feeling bitter and maybe resentful. Because even though things are changing, they're pretty much remaining the same. Some tips. Here goes. 1. If you don't self-care, no one else will. Make yourself the priority. 2. Mentally healthy people realize that self-interested living is the hallmark for wellness. That means they put themselves first and others a very close second. 3. Self-interestedness is not the same as selfishness or as selflessness. In selfishness, I violate others. In selflessness, I violate myself. What happens then is, since I have not self-cared, I have mostly violated myself and end up feeling extremely upset and angry. In self-interested living, because I put myself first and don't allow others to take advantage of me, but I also don't violate them and nor do I violate myself, I live a far more mentally well life. 4. In tit for tat, I purposely give back measure to measure. In self-care, I basically assess. I assess other people's behavior, refrain from behaving in the way they do, but I take action by withdrawing from them, alienating myself from them, and deciding whether I want anything to do with them. The world is not full of angels anymore. Possibly it never was. But today, more than ever before, it is important for us to self-preserve. And as I repeat, not with an eye for eye philosophy, but possibly with an idea that self-preservation is the only thing that will help us to inure ourselves from a very difficult and challenging world. If you like what you hear, please do hit the like button, please do share my video, and of course, continue to write to me at varkha@varkhachulani.com. Till next week, it's goodbye and thank you.